Hello and welcome back to episode 11 on the Lvl All Let's Play account. Here we are signing in and claiming our daily rewards. This is the 9th cumulative sign-in. And it is update day on the day that I'm recording this. It is a walk in the dust. And I've gotten about halfway through this event on my main account. It's really interesting to see Kaltseat's backstory, so I would recommend reading this one, especially if you're in the later chapters. This fills in a lot of gaps. It's really cool to see. Now on this account, I doubt I'll make it that far, because the very first stage for this event has recommended level 20. I think I can do that. The next one is 40. And yes, and there's the new combat terminal, which I'm still getting used to. I'm probably going to not be very good at it for a little while, but should be fun. There's also these story stages where we can go back and replay using these fragments of something. Event crystal, I guess is what they're called. I'm not exactly sure how these event crystals will work. I'm going to avoid these for the moment until we see what we can do with the current side story. But this will be a way of going back and I believe claiming all operators that this account missed. So, for example, we could go get a Ceylon, we could go get a Granny using these side stories. I think that's how it works. That's just what I've seen in my research so far. That could be completely false. But let's get into managing the account for today. So we're capped on sanity. And of course there was an update, so we get 5 free Prime, which is always welcome. And let's head into the base. And we've got our trust taps. Let's get our trust taps done. Good gold, good LMD. Looks good. Now, this is a good time to mention that I did play last night. I finished editing the previous episode, episode 10, and I mentioned at the end of that I was frustrated with the fact that all of my operators are always tired all the time because I play once a day on this account. So what I've started doing as of last night is I've started playing not as part of the episode, but logging on a second time in the night, and I'm going to record that footage here in the video so you can see what I did last night. I logged on, I changed some operators around. I upgraded the second dorm here to level 3. Back out to show you that. It's now level 3. I moved some operators around so that they could be rested. I used the drones that we had on the factory to get some more gold. And I also did some farming with the sanity, because the sanity cap is happening twice a day like any account. And I went and farmed some of these carbon sticks, and that is why we are now level 14. I did level twice during that. You should see that footage, like I said, playing right now. And that brings us up to where we are here. So I thought that was the best way to address my issues with this account. That way I play twice daily and don't have to stay capped on sanity so long, get to rest operators more, and we get to have the progress at the pace that the account naturally should have. So that's going to be what I'm doing going forward, unless I just don't feel like it, but I think it's a good way to handle having multiple accounts. So we're going to start resting up this next batch. This will be the day shift. And then at night I'll switch them around. Alright, that's all of the operators rested. Now let's get into the clues. And friend visits. And that's all the friend visits that this account has available for the day. And now to get rid of some of these drones. We're holding off on upgrading buildings until we get the next keel here. That's a 3-4, which is a ways off, admittedly. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the credit store first. And that's our friend credits for the day. Want to make sure and buy these furniture parts because we're hurting for those. Gold's always good, and everything that's on sale, as well as the career. And we can afford to save some friend points. Furniture store, we've got this new set. And it's only 2,000, so we should be able to get a set. But that's only if we were to complete the event, which there's no way we're going to do with this account. I guess I won't say there's no way, it's highly unlikely. I'll say that. So let's jump into this event here and just see how we manage this first level. And that'll be a good indication of how the rest of this is going to go. Skip the story, reading that on my main account. And let's see how the Lvl All account handles. We are technically under-leveled for this, but I think we'll be okay. We just need to be careful with our positioning. Try doubling up our firepower. And get our healer in. That's gone well. And we can fit a perfumer in here. Silver Ash to watch top and bottom. Extra damage right there. And then if we can fit a cliff art into this, that would be a nice thing. Where perfumer is would have been the best place. And now I'm going to switch to the medical defenders. And things seem to be holding well. cliff heart behind Spot looks like the best use of this unit slot we have, and now I just need to be prepared to retreat someone if need be. If something slips through the top, I'll need to catch it. And as usual, Perfumer's doing great work. I could use the Medical Defender's skills, but it's better to let them do their damage. And we do need to catch this with a Melantha, but we should complete. Have Spot do some healing, and easily done. So that's the first stage completed. The second stage has a recommended level of 40, which should be exceptionally difficult, going from previous encounters with this level of difficulty. But first there's the tutorial, so let's get through that. Yeah, when the tutorial's giving you E155 units, you know you're in for a rough time. But that's fine. On my main account, these drones were not a threat at all. It'll be interesting to see how devastating they are to this account. I assume they'll be a major threat. And the best way of dealing with these targeting snipers will probably be to intercept them with a fast redeploy. Just to burn their ability like a gravel. And that way the drone's not where it'll do damage. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Oh no. Does that count? Am I good? We're fine, right? No worries, right? Did I miss out on a prime? I did miss out on a prime. I gotta go back for this prime. I'll actually pay attention this time. There we go, first try. Thanks for the free prime. Hypergriff, so generous. So this is where it starts at level 40. This could be where this account stops. We might be farming the first stage, or just avoiding this event altogether. We'll have to see what happens. I would like to get heavy rain for this event. We'll see how much of that we can actually accomplish. It seems like it's going to be difficult, but let's find out. Gonna want my defense strong, which is Courier. He's got the better defense of the two. And then Scavenger for damage. And it would be good to put in healing. Before things go too sideways. Tried to save her there, didn't happen. Okay, defenders are in, but E0 medical defenders only have 2 block. So I'm gonna have to rethink this. If we're retreating the vanguards that quickly before they can even charge, it's better to have Plume, so we can get full refund. So let's trade to Yeah, you just love to talk, don't you? This way we could retreat. Plume. I think I've got a good idea of how to do this. Now, we do need to get that fast redeploy in to burn off. So let's take gravel and see how far we make it this time. So we need our higher defense vanguard here, and if we can get one skill usage out of courier, we'll try. We'll do that with Lancet. Have Lancet keep him as healthy as we can. We should get just one out of him. There it is. And then we can retreat Plume for full cost, and then put in our medical defenders. It's a little far to reach with the snipers. What is Cliffart's range? Okay. With that kind of range, well, I just messed that up. I was gonna put my sniper here and then I put Perfumer there instead. Oops. Put Clifford on the ground tile. And now there's no way to help Spot on the bottom. Hopefully Spot doesn't need the help and we can just put it at the top here. Though it would appear Spot needs the help. Put in our second healer. And now it's just going to be Gravel to try to distract the drones. And then Retreater. And the drone still attacks whatever's around. That's a big problem. I thought the drone would just hang out and be inert if what it was called to attack wasn't present. It does not do that. So that's not a way of dealing with drones. We need more snipers. Definitely need more snipers. Okay, need to back everything up a little bit. Or just bring more snipers. The drone's range is the main issue. I could just do pretty much the same thing, just back it all up, so that the drone isn't in range of any units. Let's try this once, and then I'm going to have to work on a different strategy. So this time we'll have our defense back in these corridors here. Catch all of this and use Spot's heal to try to keep Clifford alive. The dog on Clifford is a big problem though. That is very awkward. That is a very awkward start. So let's back off this event for the moment. We are almost level 15, so let's go hit 15. Then we can come back and try this. Now how do we navigate this? Okay. Just gotta get familiar with how this works now. So, can't go get sticks, carbon sticks. The red cert stages should be a lot easier now. Maybe? Could be. We've got Perfumer and Myrrh. And we can even bring... I do need a drone sniper. I remember that. Medical defenders will make this a lot easier. And let's drop Gravel in favor of Podenko since she can heal and act as arts damage. And let's try these red stages now. I missed the dogs. That's embarrassing. Yikes. I don't know how that happened. I was just slow. For whatever reason, I was just slow. And that's 3, isn't it? E1 medical defenders, I keep forgetting. They only have 2 blocks. That is a massive issue. Let's just get off the medical defenders for this stage. They aren't helping. They're very much hurting. Matterhorn has some HP regen, so he'll be a good defender to bring. I do need to retreat Plume, however. And that'll be the end of Podenko. And Silver Ash could not handle the drone by himself. Cliffart would be better to watch that lane, since her range is a straight line and she couldn't be distracted by the opposite lane. Still doesn't solve the snipers coming from the top, though. There. Now we can get some peace and quiet around here. I'm the only one who's allowed to talk. Okay. Well, that was a wash. I still don't really know how to deal with the snipers coming from the top. Could spread out things a little bit more, or have a defense on the opposite side. There are things I could do, but can't really be bothered at the moment. Do still need to get off this drone limit, don't I? So let's... Oh, I have orders, I just don't have the gold. That's unfortunate. Well then, let's get some gold. There's no reason not to max it. Can't upgrade any rooms, thanks to the missing keel for the control center. Let's go ahead and claim our missions and see what goodies we get from here. Now let's get leveled up to 15, and I'll be back once I figure out how to navigate the screen here. We'll be back when we're leveled up. And that's enough leveling for the moment. We managed to get to level 15, so let's go level up our operators to level 15. And that's all the operators level up. Now let's look at our trust. Silver Ash here has 26% trust, so we can now increase his skill rank to 2. And then let's sort by trust. Get that backwards. There we go. So no one's quite at 44 yet, so still no rank 3 skills. We We do have Shaw at 33, so Shaw gets a skill rank increase. F gets a potential increase. Orchid reached 22 trust, so to skill 2, to skill rank 2 for Orchid. Doberman's at 24, so 1 skill rank for Doberman. Jessica is at 24, so a skill rank for Jessica as well. Gaviel 22, so that's a skill rank. And everything else is below 22. And then we have Courier here with another potential. That increases his defense, that'll be very helpful. And now we have all operators level 15, and all of their skills are at their correct trust levels. Now that we have this massive power spike, let's go attempt WD2 again. Best way is going to be to choke back, so let's choke back a little bit, and we'll wait on Plume till Courier has started on this first enemy to help out Plume that little bit. Now for Silver Ash on the bottom here. And Plume can be retreated along with Courier. And we'll now put in Matterhorn. With Perfumer going in on the backside to help watch Silver Ash. Add Cliffheart to the top for damage. And Gummy to the bottom to tank. Now, as for dealing with this drone, we can just get a shot at it from here. Podenko can cover top and bottom with her arts, as well as her heals. And that's the drone called in. Myrrh can't quite heal Jessica here, but she can heal Podenko, so we will go ahead and do so. And the drone is helpless. Perfect. I think this will work, so let's let it run its course. Now, I didn't account for this, so let's call the drone again. On Courier this time and retreat. And and have Podenko heal herself. Placing Matterhorn last would have helped with that a lot. And there's another drone called. And this time, get Melantha in to tank for Podenko. And that's completed. First try. Level 15 units has been a boon. Very good. Now, WD3 recommends Elite 1 level 20 units, which is way above beyond what I currently have. It also has enemies that are both resistance heavy and defensive heavy, though not at the same time. So by targeting damage, dependent on the lane, one arts heavy, the other physical heavy, it would be possible to complete this. It's worth a try, I think, just for the sake of trying. But I do not expect to succeed. Because realistically, it's just too much of a difference in recommended level and the level of the operators. But we can see what happens, at the very least. Now, seeing as the recommended is E120, I'm assuming that my defenders are going to be taking heavy damage from the enemy attacks. So the best bet will be to have overlaid healing. I didn't bring Perfumer. That was a mistake. Let's see how far we can get with this. We probably just fail immediately. Let's find out. It's looking a little better than I expected. It's not bad. It almost seems doable. Alright. So the way I think this will work best is with the medical defender on the left and the main defender on the right, like this. With Mayor helping both lanes. Nothing to deal with that dog. And then the healing drone being a nuisance. Man, that healing drone is a problem. Does it heal itself? Does not appear to heal itself. So a similar setup with crews facing down could work. I think I'll try it, at the very least. And also looked as though Spot would be a better choice. I think the enemies on that lane are spaced out enough. Spot can recharge his skill between them, giving him time to do so. Silver Ash seemed pretty useless there. Probably better to go with Podenko, or who else do I have that deals arts? AoE wouldn't hurt to deal with the dogs. So let's bring Lava. And then that will deal with the dogs while Amaya and Mayor are dealing with the shield. And then obviously Lava can help with the shield as well. It almost seems doable at the moment, but once the specialty enemies start rolling in, the big axemen and everything, I think it'll fall apart pretty quickly. We'll give it an honest effort though. It's held so far. Not too shabby. Now, something's got to give here. And I think that something will be Lava, so we can get Spot in. And he's taking pretty heavy damage. If he had his skill charged, it would be possible, I believe. Use the drones to buy some time. And we are missing Lava, so we can't deal with that dog. We get pretty far. Surprisingly so. The difference in recommended level is a lot. It's impressive that we make it as far as we do. A recommended level of Elite 20, and my units are level 15. So they're a whole Elite level, plus 5 levels behind the recommended. And they still managed to complete the first half without any leaks. I think it's doable. I just don't really know which part of it to change. The AoE seemed to help. comes the drone to do the healing. Gotta get Spot in time to charge. We did not kill the shield in time. And Catapult could not kill the dogs. As for the drone, if all those other units were there and Amaya and Podenko weren't helping with the drone would not die that fast at all. So, seems just a little bit beyond our reach at the moment with this account. I expected that to be the case. I think we did pretty good, all things considered, but looks like these two stages are as far as this account can go. Let's see what we can get for that. I would like to get Heavy Rain. The event missions we were able to complete, those two, and that will give us 104, which will not get us all the furniture parts. It will get us some of the furniture, so let's start with that. Get the roof items first, since they're the easiest to fit into any room. There's always roof space. Let's go throw those lights in. Ambiance. And the base is running pretty smoothly. Still don't have the ambiance that I would like, but all things considered, I think it's going along very well. Now just need to go get that keel, which I think is what we're going to prioritize in the next episode. We have our level 15 units. We have our account at level 15. Let's go get our dailies for the day. And judging by last night, I should be able to collect all of these if I come back and play again tonight. I take that back. Looks like we're collecting them all now, so we get the furniture parts. Very good. And there's 200 furniture parts for the weekly. Also fantastic. Let's go spin those immediately. And looks like we got some new packs here. As you can see, I haven't bought anything. This is a free-to-play account after all. And let's get these free enhancement packs level 5. Level 15 Pro pack, 3 primes, we'll buy that. Some good early materials. Very useful. And I think we can afford some more furniture parts. So before I forget, let's go do that. Already got a little bit of everything. I guess let's grab some of these newer items. Seems like this is pretty good value. As well as this ventilator, but I can't afford it. So it's gonna have to be all we get from there for the day. Yeah, it's not gonna fit. Better luck here. And there we go. So 2,000 ambiance and 2,165 ambiance. Looking better all the time. Operators are all resting up nicely. They have 8 hours on them before they're going to be rested. And may as well use the rest of these drones. Check our assistants here. These still look pretty good to have. I wanted to get Cliffheart's skill up for the pull strength at rank 4. Same with Shaw for the push strength at rank 4. And Amaya is just a solid candidate all around for skill levels. Her skills are very effective. And let's go use the last of our sanity. The audio worked flawlessly. Mission accomplished. And good rewards. Like I said, I think the drops here look pretty generous considering it's only 12 sanity to run the stage. And these are pretty much all the early game materials that you need. I think this might be all of them. The only one I think is missing is sugar. Looks like we got everything but sugar from the Tier 1 mats, as well as 12 of the scattered sketches for the event store. 12 sanity for 12 event currency, along with pretty much all of the Tier 1 materials. I think that's going to be a very effective farm. So tonight when I log in to do the maintenance on the account, switch out the tired operators, and farm the sanity I have, it's going to be this stage that I'll be farming. I think that'll work well. Good to see that we get something out of the event, even with a week-old account. Well, a little older. A little older than a week, but just about a week and a half. We do still need to do our weekly arundum, and that's now on this to-do list here on the combat terminal. This is part of the update. I'm very unfamiliar with this, but looks like there is a reminder to do Annihilation. It'll be interesting to see how far we can get in Annihilation now that we have level 15 units. The last time we attempted, I think we had level 3 or 4 or 5 units. It was pretty pathetic. I would like to get Shaw's skill to rank 4 in order to help out at that top lane and get rid of the casters and such. The main issue being that to get Shaw skill rank 4, I would need 88 trust on Shaw. And so far, the trust on Shaw is at 33. With our ambience and our dorms increasing, this will be going up faster since Shaw's our base assistant. But I don't think we'll have rank 4 skill in the next 2 days. So we're going to have to figure out something else. But we do need to do the Annihilation, the weekly Annihilation. I will be doing that. And until then, it's just going to be a lot of grinding the event stage, I think. I could make some story progress to unlock some of the base upgrades. But I think this week will be best spent farming the event stage, leveling, hopefully getting some furniture parts, and heavy rain. So that's going to be the plan. And before we stop playing for the day, let's do some recruitment on the Lvl All Let's Play. And looks like we do have fast redeploy here, which would be good for a gravel. But we also have healing DP, and that is a Myrtle. So we are definitely going to go for that and see if we can get ourselves a Myrtle. Looks like it loops around now. Wasn't expecting that. It's convenient unless you don't know it, and then it's kind of strange, but let's try for a Myrtle. And looks like we got her. And I turned voice lines off. I forgot about that. But there's our new Myrtle. That's going to be extremely useful for contingency contract. We won't have our skill 2 for a long time, but that won't matter because skill 1 is great. It'll be low rank skill 1, so might behoove me to start trust farming her. And I think we will do that for the event. Now that we have Myrtle, we really need to prioritize getting her up to speed. Nothing exceptional here. Nothing too special here either. Now, these are good tags for 4 stars. We already have all the 4-star tags that these would be. Let's take the fast redeploy. Right, I'm gonna have to get used to looping back around. And with these tags, we can guarantee a Shirayuki. So let's do that. That'll be a new unit. I need to loop around. Already forgot. So let's get our Shirayuki and our Gravel. And I still have the voice lines turned off. But there's Shirayuki. That's going to be an extremely helpful 4-star AoE sniper. Her first skill is the one we'll be using for a long time. It will be situationally helpful depending on the map. It'll also be helpful for dealing with enemies that hang out at a distance and what's the word? They kind of loiter on the map for 30 seconds before continuing on. Her skill will be great for killing those enemies before they can get close enough to be a threat. So Shirayuki's very welcome. And looks like it's Gravel for our fast redeploy tag. That puts us up to a potential 3 or 4 Gravel now. Not surprising, since recruitment is pretty much just full of Gravels. And we got a debuff. That's lucky. Let's see what else is here. A debuff will get us a Meteor, which is fantastic. Sniper debuff for Meteor. And with these tags, that's going to be another Gravel or Red. Hopefully Red, since we already have so many Gravels. And I don't have any more expedited plans, so this is going to have to wait until the next episode to open, but wow, what a successful recruitment session. I think that's a really good way to end episode 11, so thanks for watching.